Hello there, and welcome to Fuel Junky, every car lover's favorite place to come down and enjoy the best things in life. We talk a lot about dream cars here on Fuel Junky, but if you close your eyes and imagine your dream car, imagine you could choose and build anything you can possibly think about. What would it look like? Would it be big or flat? What engine would be inside? How many horsepowers? What type SUV, sedan? Obviously SUV, because you clicked on this video. But if you open your eyes, I believe your dream and this car aren't so different. Maybe it's not aggressive enough for some, but we will get to that later. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome with us Jeep's try to tame this monster on 4 wheels, the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. And what other way would suit this beast better than starting with the engine? This forcefully aspirated V8 has 707 horsepower. This is of course due to the fact that this thing is supercharged. That means it doesn't suck the air in by itself, but rather the air is pushed inside. In science terms, the volumetric efficiency goes up and the engine gets more air at any given point, and so the engine can burn more fuel, which in turn means that the engine does more work at any given point, which equals to more power. That was a bit technical, but I hope you got it. More air means more fuel burned and that gives us more power. The big 6.2 liter V8 got 874 Nm of torque, and these stats give it the title of the most powerful SUV ever built. By the way, that was in 2017, and to this day the Jeep Trackhawk still holds the title. And how fast does the most powerful SUV in the world sprint up to 60 miles an hour? In only 3.4 seconds. Quite impressive for a 2.5 ton vehicle. Although, this plus-minus 3 ton Tesla Cybertruck is a little quicker from 0 to 60 than the Trackhawk, we need to say that firstly, it's an EV, and secondly, it's not an SUV, but rather a truck, like the name suggests. If you want to know more about this truck from the future, click here. Let's get back to our big boy, shall we? Big boy doesn't have a speed limiter, but at around 180 miles it taps out, so around 290 km an hour. They could have gone just a bit higher. But no matter what, that's still frightening fast, and all this in an SUV, don't forget. When you do so good from 0 to 60, you aren't so great at holding that fuel in. By that I mean the Jeep Trackhawk is thirsty. Jeep claims a consumption of 17 to 25 liters, but I don't believe that they tested it like I would. Of course, this Jeep has all-wheel drive, and a lot of different modes, like snow, sport, a custom mode, and of course track mode. I like cars with a custom mode very much, because then all the options are open for you. You want the ride to be smooth but everything else on track mode? Sure, no problem. Or maybe cruise with everything on street or comfort, expect a suspension. Weird indeed, but still yours to choose. Pedal shifters and a great throttle response from what I've heard make this the ultimate granny's car. Let me explain why. You see, of course, I know this is the most powerful SUV and all. But apart from the sound and a little trackhawk on the tailgate, nothing. And I mean nothing. Lets you see the difference between this and an SRT8. But don't get me wrong, I love it. I love big SUVs. And I love a sleeper. Not that the Jeep Trackhawk here is much of a sleeper, but yeah, I like the understatement. How do you like the Trackhawk so far? Is it something you would see yourself in? For me, I believe you know the answer already. And you know, don't come with this thing I got no money and shit. You know that everything you really want will find its way to you. So go out and get it. Stay focused and eventually you will get there. So with the most important stuff out of the way, let's go over some specials on this Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. Like I said, if you don't know, you don't know. That this is the Trackhawk, apart from a little hog on the steering wheel, the back and on the floor mats. And of course the price tag. But with $88,000, it's hard to argue against such raw power combined with its sound and the quite casual looking exterior. But enough of the outside, let's risk a look inside. We know by now that we have enough power, but what about the comfort, the seats, the quality? Well, see for yourself. Quality very good, keeps up with other cars in this price range. You have everything you need, like 2 USBs in the front and a 12 volt socket, 2 more USBs and a household power socket in the back. Combine that with the powerhouse that it is, and the performance pages in the infotainment system that lets you record every little stat of your track day. Then you end up with this. A monster that waits for a worthy adversary. Apart from the infotainment side of things, because well, many people reported quite a bit of lag. So when you want to quickly change from mode selection back to performance pages, it takes its time for it to go to the main menu slowly, over to performance, and then yeah, you wait. Why do I try to explain to you guys what lag is? So sorry for this one, guys. For this lame explanation, here a fun fact. The Jeep Trackhawk is equipped with something you call launch control. And this something will do all the hard work for you. And here in the Trackhawk, you can adjust the RPM from where you want to launch up to 3500 RPM. But this wouldn't be the most powerful SUV ever if you could just do what you want. The car won't hold itself at 3500 RPM because it simply has too much power. But hey, there are worse things than having a too powerful Jeep, I guess. I like it that they let us put it up to where the car can't hold it any longer. Like this, nobody will complain that they could have gone higher and faster. On a side note though, the LC button or launch control button is disabled in every Trackhawk for its first 500 miles. That's because they don't want you blowing that engine right on the first day. With its power, it's no wonder that your towing capacity will be a bit higher than in your normal Jeep. Over 3200 kilos or 7200 pounds can be towed at higher speeds than normal. But don't be afraid, the 15-inch brakes will put a stop to the madness if needed. You heard right, 15-inch brakes. That's the size of a wheel from a small car. I mean, that gives you a glimpse of why this is the most powerful. The Jeep Trackhawk was presented in 2017, and then we also learned that its engine is shared with the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. What a surprise! No, but really, what could they have put inside apart from that? It was the perfect choice. They left us with this beauty and strength on 4 wheels. This is a car that we will remember forever. Not everyone will have the pleasure to drive one of these. But perhaps that's not a bad thing. Even if you aren't too keen on big power SUVs, how can you not love this beast? It was fun as always to present you the Trackhawk. Maybe one day I will be able to show you guys a Trackhawk in person. By that I mean getting one and doing a video for you. We will see what the future brings. Keep it up, stay positive, and as always, keep it flawed.